Trifecta by Dean Pearl. Chapter 19. Once they arrived back in Vegas, they all ended up at the twins' house. Ben said he had to go, as duty calls, but told them he wanted to get together with them again soon to discuss whether or not they wanted to contribute some time and effort to his campaign as crime fighters. Of course, either way, he wanted to keep seeing Wesley. They were all in agreement as they said their individual goodbyes and went into the house to chill a bit and talk about Ben's proposition. Max went to the bar to make himself a drink. "Can I get you guys anything?" he asked. At first, Wesley started to comment that maybe they were starting to do a bit more drinking than she wanted to, but figured this would be a bad time to bring it up, and acquiesced to the offer. "Sure, why not?" Wesley said with a slight sigh. "I guess I'll have one too then," Leslie chimed in. "I hate not to drink alone," she laughed. The girls followed Max into the kitchen area where the bar was, rather than sit on the couch and wait for him. The kitchen table was probably a better place to talk anyway, they silently agreed. "So what do you think of Ben's suggestion about helping him get elected?" Wesley started the conversation. "I think it's a great idea," Leslie said, "but it will be just for show, or are we really going to try and pull off some serious vigilantism?" She was trying to echo what she thought would be Max's response to her sister's question. "Max, what do you think?" Wesley asked point blank. Max hesitated a few seconds before responding. "I think the whole costume superhero recreation thing might be fun, but I don't want people to think of us as a one-trick pony or some clown show being trotted out for publicity. If we do this, I think it should be under the condition that Ben actually does help us to establish some validity as actual vigilante crime fighters. I mean, that was the whole idea to start with, right? I wasn't even expecting to be trotted out before the cameras as some kind of trophy." "That's a good point, Max," Wesley agreed. "Unless we can actually go beyond the big show for the cameras, I'd rather just stay in the background and add our help as regular volunteers to work the phones or canvassing or something." "Have either of you considered how this may affect our band?" Leslie threw them a curveball. They looked at each other back and forth slowly, trying to read each other's thoughts before speaking. "Who wants to go first?" Max implored. The twins looked at each other until Leslie replied, "You go first, Maxie. The whole band was your idea to start with. But just know, all three of us playing in the band together has been the best experience of my short life," she smiled. "It's been an experience I hope we never have to stop doing. I mean, it's not like we need the money anymore." They all laughed. "But playing music has brought out a whole new side of me I wasn't even aware was so important to my well-being." Max and Leslie just looked at each other. "That's a tough act to follow," Max joked, but then turned serious. "I mean, if we're put out there all over the news as local vigilante heroes, every time we play a gig, every asshole in town would know exactly where to find us. That could get ugly." "I never thought about that," Wesley remarked. "We'd have to wear disguises like Superman." They all laughed at the thought that no one could ever tell Clark Kent was also Superman just because he put on glasses. Once he stopped laughing, Max said, "Now hang on a second. If we add another band member on bass, then the trio thing wouldn't be so obvious. We either change the name of the band or change the name of the Vigilante Act and actually wear masks and wigs for the TV and promo stuff. People would not really be able to put it together, especially since you're not even running your dojo anymore." "You could be right there, Max," Leslie smiled. "I want to be a red-headed crime fighter," Leslie shouted out loud, "with a tight red leather bodysuit, a samurai sword on my back, and some Chinese throwing stars down my pant leg. And my hero name can be Peligro Rojo." "What's that mean?" Max asked curiously. "It means red danger in Spanish," Wesley informed him as Leslie stalked around menacingly but clownishly, making them all laugh. "I get the feeling you've already thought about this before," Max laughed towards Leslie. "So we agree we'll go along with the dog and pony show as long as we're actually allowed to get involved with some actual investigations, right?" Max asked them both as he raised his palm in the air between them. "The Three Musketeers," Max exclaimed. "All for one," Leslie added her hand to Max's, and "one for all," Wesley completed the phrase as they all tapped palms together.